Hey y'all, it's Vin here. Welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, today we got a little something different going on. Something different. I actually made my first wig. And this is my first like lace front wig I've ever worn, I've ever made. Like I made this yesterday and it took me about 6 hours total to like sew everything together and then lay it down and all that. But the hair is by this super cool Instagram page that my friend Cleo, I'll link her channel down below, she recommended it to me, and it's called Wig Me by Jay. And so I bought these bundles and the frontal from her. And the frontal is 20 inches, and then I have 3 bundles of 22, 24, and 26 inch natural wave hair. And I'll show you guys like just how far it goes down to like right here, down to the booty when it's stretched out. But I went in and I put some wand curls in there to, I don't know, I just wanted it to be like super voluminous, and I'm planning on wearing this hair for my birthday. So I decided to like try out, you know, different potential styles that I could wear it in for my big day. But yeah, this hair is super duper nice. It doesn't really tangle very easily. And you know, like with any sort of like curly or wavy hair, you're typically gonna get some shedding, some tangling. However, after I like brushed everything out, this was literally all the hair. I don't know if y'all can see, this is all the hair that came out from brushing it. And that is great, y'all, great, because though I have not worn very many wigs, well, I have worn quite a few wigs, but I haven't worn very many like high quality wigs. I've worn a lot of curly hair, and every time I have curly hair, I always have to do it shedding and clumping and yada 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 yada. But this hair is great, honestly. Like, and I paid for this with my own money. It's not sponsored. I know I don't have any sponsorships or anything coming up, but it's always cool to put out that disclaimer. But yeah, this hair is super bomb. I'm loving it. Don't know, I went from bald and blonde to big and voluminous, and I'm feeling myself, honestly. But yeah, I also recorded this makeup look for today. It's just a super, I'm not gonna say neutral, because it's like, I mean, on the eyes, there's pretty much nothing. Like I just used one shadow. And I decided to put on a bold look because for one thing, it matches my shirt. And I was just feeling kind of bold with the hair and everything, and yeah. So that's it, y'all. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling super cute. If you want to figure out how I achieved this makeup look, then stay tuned, and then I'll have more details on the hair and where you can get everything at the end of the video.
Hey y'all, so we are getting into this tutorial, feeling myself with this hair as I already said, but I'm going to start off with my brows already filled in, and I'm taking my Too Faced Born This Way multi-sculpting concealer in the shade Mocha and putting that all over my lid as a base for my eyeshadow. And today's look is going to be super duper simplistic. I'm literally only using one brown shadow. And I'm using a fluffy blending brush by, it's just like an, oh gosh, an Ulta eyeshadow brush. Like it doesn't have a name, it's just eyeshadow brush. And so I'm taking that and just taking this neutral brown color from my Morphe 3502 palette and just putting that all into the crease and just lightly and gently buffing it out. It's super duper simple. I'm sorry, I'm saying super duper so much. Y'all, I took some Benadryl because I had an allergic reaction to something. So if I sound a little off today, that is why. But yeah, I'm just taking that, blending it and buffing it out and repeating the same thing for the other eye. Alrighty, now that the eyeshadow is done, I'm going to take my Galore lashes in Bebecita and put those on. And now I'm taking my LA Girl HD foundation in the shade Toffee with my Beauty Supply Oval foundation brush, and I am just brushing that all over my face. And since this is like a super neutral look, I didn't really feel like color correcting just because I didn't want to go overboard with like how full the foundation was. But that you can totally do that if you feel like going for a more full coverage, blemish-free look. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing, blending it out. I already have a foundation routine that kind of goes into detail on how I do everything, but for now I'm just gonna let you guys watch. Now that we are done with foundation, we're going to move into concealer, taking that same Too Faced Born This Way multi-sculpting concealer and putting that underneath my eyes. I'm going to place it on my forehead, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, the top of my lip, and my chin. So pretty much everywhere besides your cheeks and your jaw. Now I'll be taking my Morphe E8 brush to blend all of that out. I'm just kind of buffing out the edges of that concealer so that it blends in seamlessly with my foundation. Just really take your time with this. I know that the footage is sped up, but I really take my time with putting everything on there just to make sure that everything is super buffed out and flawless. Now we are moving on into our contour, everybody's favorite part. Everybody loves the contour. So this is my Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Kit in medium dark. I'm taking this dense flat contouring brush that I actually got from H-E-B, and I'm just going to buff that out into the hollows of my cheeks just to create a nice shadow. And I made sure that I didn't go too heavy with it just because I'm going for a somewhat natural look. Natural for my standards, because y'all know I love an extra glamorous beat. And now I'm scrambling for my nose contour brush, but I found it. It's actually a flat concealer brush by e.l.f. I'm taking that same dark shade and I'm going to place that onto the size of the bridge of my nose. And I normally just place that line towards the middle of my nose and then buff out the rest of the color up into my brow bone and then down to the sides of my nose. And I place a little bit on the bottom just to push it up, give that little cute button nose effect. Next, I'm going to take the powder version of my True Complexion Contour Kit, and I'm going to take a fluffy powder brush by Mary Kay, and I'm going to buff that out and just use that as a bronzer. And I just love how this step ties everything in together. Placing a little bit on my chin, get rid of that double chin. Y'all know how it is. Now it's time for the highlight. I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, and I'm just going to dip into whatever random shades I feel like. I typically don't just use one shade just because it doesn't, I feel like it doesn't complement me that well with just one shade. So when I mix them, I get this beautiful golden glow that I just absolutely adore. And also make sure that you smile whenever you put your blush on. I mean, not your blush. Whenever you put your highlight on, just so that it kind of sits on the apples of your cheek. And I'm taking my Morphe M514 brush, I believe. If it's not the correct brush, I'll definitely list it down below. But it's just a precise blending brush, and I put that on to my nose and to my Cupid's bow. And now you'll see me grab my Morphe 3502 palette. I'm going to dip into that burgundy-ish plum shade, and I'm going to use that as a blush with my Wet n Wild blush brush. Placing a little bit on my nose and my forehead just to give an extra dash of color. And now I'm going to take this, it's a Morphe eyeshadow brush. I'm going to list down below. Not sure what this is specific name. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm totally dying. I'm sorry. The Benadryl is kicking in and I'm losing energy. But I just used that to place a little bit of the brown color underneath my eye. And I actually almost forgot to put setting powder, so I went back in. Y'all can see me struggling just a little bit. But I went back in and placed that underneath my eye just to prevent any future creasing. Because, you know, we can't have you looking creasy and greasy. Placing some of that underneath my contour just to matte everything out. All right, we're so close to being done. Here is the best part, I believe. This is my lipstick by Urban Decay. I forgot the exact shade name and it actually rubbed off the bottom. But this is just a nice vampy plum, purple, red, whatever you want to call it, lip. And I just felt like doing something kind of bold. Because why not go bold? Like, if your makeup is super simple, spice it up with a bold lip. Now I'm going to take the same brush that I typically use for my brows to highlight underneath my brows. And it's by Morphe. It's just like a tiny flat precision concealer brush. And I'm going to use a little bit of my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. And I'm going to use that to just kind of line my lips and clean everything up to make sure it is super duper precise. All right, and for the final step, we're gonna place our Too Faced Better Than mascara on our lower lashes. And y'all, my lashes were looking super duper funky in this video. I was not feeling it at all. So I completely apologize for that. I feel like it's a really bad look to have clumpy poop lashes. But yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. That is the end of the video. If you liked what you saw, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so that you can know when I post my videos every week. I typically am going to be posting on Mondays, but as my channel grows, I'm hoping that I can start posting maybe twice a week and kind of just up it from there. And also, I want to let you guys know that my channel is going to include like vlogs, makeup tutorials, obviously, hair tutorials, like all of the above. I want to have a really like well-versed channel so that there's a little bit of something for everybody and y'all can just get a peek into my life and kind of just know how I do different things, you know? But yeah, that is it for this video, and I will see you guys next week. All the details and everything for the hair and for my makeup and everything else that I mentioned in the video will be down in the description box, and I'll see you guys next week on Monday. Bye.